Alright guys, the day is here. Well, not yet, but it's soon. And it was bound to happen sooner or later, right? And no, we're not talking about the Slabocalypse or the ultimate demise of Pokemon for eternity. That's for another video. But what we're talking about today is the light at the end of the tunnel that's coming. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but honestly, it seems like it's going to happen sooner instead of later. And that is modern sealed product being sold for MSRP. Yes, modern sealed product being sold for retail at stores. Crazy, huh? A normal box being sold for its regular retail price. Who would have thought? But before we get started, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, the Battle Styles Booster Box, our savior who is leading us to the promised land, guiding us with its glorious retail price. Something that we haven't seen in forever. Actually, it's probably been less than a year, but just kidding. This video is actually brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. There's a lot of classes in many different fields, including photography, music, finance, and business. I've been taking the course YouTube Success, Script, Shoot, and Edit with MKBHD, aka Marquez Brownlee. It's taught me a lot about production of YouTube videos and has helped me understand the YouTube algorithm, so hopefully we can hit 100K soon. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and they're always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. And a premium membership is less than $10 a month when you purchase an annual subscription. Also, don't forget, the first 1,000 subscribers who click the link below will receive a free trial of the Skillshare Premium membership. Alright, so let's talk about battle styles and talk about why the booster box is important to this foreshadowing of events coming. Basically, about a month after Battle Styles was released, a booster box was going for about $150. And if you were in the hobby before, even just the set before for Vivid Voltage, you would remember getting booster boxes on pre-order for like $89. Easy. That was easy. You could literally go pre-order $89. Like chillin', free, honestly. And so I remember getting mine for $89 plus tax or something, and that was shipped. So obviously Battle Styles going for $150 is kind of wild. Honestly, definitely really absurd, because at the end of the day, it's like, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions too, it wasn't the coolest set. Yeah, it introduced like new mechanics and stuff, but it was pretty meh. Hello Celica, what's up? It was pretty meh. There's two alternate arts that were really cool. Karina was cool, but that's pretty much it. It didn't really hit. And so it going for $150, kind of ridiculous. But fast forward to today and everything is under $100. Listed, look, $97, $98, $99. Everything's under $100. $98, $99, $107. Everything makes more sense. Nature is healing, guys. It's honestly kind of crazy how everything was at this like crazy peak, and then now everyone is trying to dump their battle styles right now. I think I was watching Yizzy and he was talking on his podcast, the Poke Tea Time podcast, and there were a bunch of people trying to just message him, DM him, and just try to dump their battle styles booster boxes on him. And then if you go to the random Facebook groups where people sell Pokemon cards, there's a bunch of people trying to dump their battle styles for like, I think people are doing like a case of 6 for like $5.50, which rounds out to like $90 a box. And then there was a local card shop owner I was talking to, and he was talking about how another local card shop was trying to dump battle styles on him too. So FUD, bro. So fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I honestly don't really know where this comes from. I've just been watching random stock YouTube videos and they talk about it a lot, and it's kind of funny. Like FUD and HODL and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it seems like a lot of people are freaking out. We'll talk about that later more so, and how honestly I think that's going to be a great situation for a lot of us. But it's just interesting to see it all go down from firsthand experience. Alright, so RIP Battle Styles. Not RIP as in like open, but like RIP as in rest in peace. Thank you for foreshadowing everything that's coming. But you're an okay set, so let's look at a better set and see what's happening with that too. Really quick before we get started though, just want to make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe. Helps out the channel. I don't have a Patreon, so I can't make those guys, this is what I'm buying this month videos for Patreon, but I'll show you guys what I've been buying. Anyways, yeah, no, I just try to give you guys as much information as possible, so like and subscribe really helps us out. I'm really trying to get that YouTube plaque. Alright, so right here we got Vivid Voltage. It is better than Battle Styles because it has Rainbow Pikachu, right? And people love Pikachu, people love Charizard, whatever. Anyways, so I have it pulled up on StockX because StockX has a cool little chart right here that you guys can look at. And I'm too lazy to pull up another website, but the chart is really good. So if we look over here, we can see that people have paid $286 for a booster box of Vivid Voltage in February. And it's all around here, it's like $250 to $280. And if we go all the way to the tail end, where we're at right here, $160. So we're at $160 right now. It went from $280 at the peak to $160, and it'll probably go down more. Battle Styles has gone down, Vivid Voltage is going down. It all points to everything going down. And if we check out Chilling Reign right now, you can pre-order it for $134, which isn't $90 pre-order, but $134 isn't really bad considering the state of Pokemon and how everything's been sold out forever and everything's been marked up like crazy. Vivid Voltage was going for $280. So this going for $134 isn't perfect and ideal, even though $130 is actually MSRP for a booster box, I think. But shh, that's besides the point. Chilling Reign is a good set too. So you got a bunch of full arts. Watch, you got Karen, you got Clara, you got Melanie, you got a Grip, you got Honey's okay. But you got also have the alternate arts. Oh, you have Caitlyn too. There's a lot of good full arts. And there's a lot of good alternate arts. So there's no reason for it to flop. And so the fact that it's going for $130 now, I think it says a lot personally about what's going to happen with the state of Pokemon. And we haven't even talked about restocks or anything, which we'll talk about now actually. Pokemon is going to reprint everything. They don't care about the scarcity of their items. I mean, they probably care to a certain extent. They don't want to pull a Roaring Skies again. But basically, at the end of the day, to give you perspective, I went to my card shop, my local card shop. They have 30 ETBs, 10 Battle Styles booster boxes. They have so much right now. And that's going to happen with everything. It's going to happen with Vivid Voltage. It's going to happen with Chilling Reign. It's going to happen with, what else is in rotation? So Darkness Ablaze. They're going to keep doing it because they care about their player base. They don't care about collectors. They don't care about the collectability of their sets. They don't necessarily care about the junk era stuff of things. Like I said, they might care a little bit more because of Roaring Skies, but for the most part, they really do not give a heck. So what does this all mean exactly? Well, basically all you should do is just wait. Especially if you're looking for these sets. So Sword and Shield and below. Sword and Shield, Rebel Clash, Darkness Blaze, Vivid Voltage, Battle Styles, Chilling Reign. Just wait. Even EV Heroes and all that stuff. You should not break the bank trying to buy EV Heroes when it comes out. When it's at Evolving Skies, I think that's what it's called. Just don't worry about it. It'll pop up sooner or later. Chilling Reign will pop up sooner or later. It'll be fine. They are so down to print all these. They are still in rotation, and they literally rented out a whole nother factory to make cards. So don't rush. Don't go in and be like, oh, I need to buy this box. Don't let FOMO rule your life. The hardest thing to figure out is actually figuring out what Pokemon is down to reprint. So you can definitely say these bottom ones, Sword and Shield, Rebel Clash, Darkness Blaze, Vivid Voltage, Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, they're going to reprint, but the other ones are super up in the air. So we have Team Up, they were supposed to reprint that, but then they canceled it to make room for, I'm assuming, the newer sets, and then Cosmic Eclipse was supposed to get a reprint too, and it never did. So you can probably say that everything from Team Up all the way to Cosmic is still up in the air. And then before that, even, we just got Sun and Moon Elite Trainer boxes, which is all the way up over here. And that set's like 4 years old, 5 years old. And they got reprints of ETBs. So it's all a guessing game from there. And you kind of just have to place your bets on what they're going to make and reprint. Because we even got an Ultra Prism reprint like 6 months ago. So everything is so hard to figure out in this middle area. But of course, I mean, obviously you can go back here and they're not going to reprint like Undaunted or Triumphant. If you're planning to buy stuff from that weird middle area for investing purposes, just know that Pokemon's down to reprint a lot of things. So Hidden Fates ETBs, people are like, oh, they'll never reprint them. They reprinted them. Ultra Prism, they reprinted it. No one ever thought Ultra Prism was going to get a reprint, and it did. So everything's super up in the air for those weird middle areas. So just keep that in mind. From my perspective, though, I really do think they will do things like Team Up and Cosmic again. And they might even do random sets like Evolutions. I know people are like, oh, they're not going to do Evolutions, but I could just see it. But that's besides the point. So that's a whole gambling game on your own. But for me personally, I've been picking up just like alternate tag teams from those random sets. I picked up this Gengar just to have them just in case they never do, but I think you guys are pretty safe just waiting on things to come back out again. If you guys disagree with that opinion, just let me know too. I'm really curious about that whole situation with those weird below older than Sword and Shield sets, but not too old to be like way out of Pokemon's mind. Yeah, comment below how you guys feel about that stuff. But anyways, just to finish off the video, like I said, we got these right here. And they'll be good. They'll be coming back into stores, and you should be able to find them at Targets and all that stuff. And you should be able to find them on the internet for a relatively good, affordable MSRP price. And yeah, that's pretty much the point I was trying to make this whole video. But perfect storm leading up to prices going crazy, and a perfect storm leading to cards going down. I swear, everyone's going back out to. Restrictions are a lot more lax. People are just not putting as much money into Pokemon. I forgot to say that earlier, but that's a big part of it too, I think. Demand is still there, but it's just a different situation. A lot of supply is going to come in. A lot of supply is coming in. So just be prepped for it. And one last thing, I gotta say this. I genuinely do think a lot of people are going to be sitting on those ultra modern sets like Vivid Voltage and all that stuff. I think a big reason why the price of Vivid has decreased is they're seeing battle styles decrease, and they're scared of all the Vivid Voltage that they're holding. Like, Vivid Voltage is a set that everyone bought into when they're like, oh my god, I can buy booster boxes and they're worth so much and I'm gonna flip them, I'm gonna hold them for 10 years. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of those people don't have the attention span to hold on to them for 10 years, and they're just all gonna flood the market sooner or later once people start freaking out and they're over leveraged. And that's what I was talking about with the whole FUD thing. But it's going to happen with graded cards, it's going to happen with a lot of things, but it's also going to happen with ultra modern sealed stuff. So just be ready for that, and that's what I mean by you might be able to find it for under retail. There's going to be someone who is super over leveraged, and they're going to have a bunch of Vivid Voltage boxes they bought on credit, and they're going to be stressed. So just keep a lookout for that. There's going to be a lot of situations like that coming in the future where a lot of people bought into things that they couldn't necessarily afford, thinking they were going to make a lot of money. And just be ready, because I genuinely do feel like everything is going back to normal in terms of cards. I remember when I first started, it was so easy to find binders, so easy to find stuff in stock. So the hardest thing to find was Hidden Fates, but it wasn't even that hard. You just had to hunt a little bit. So yeah, just be ready for that, guys, and we'll see where we are in 6 months from now. I might be totally wrong, and it might not be like that, but for the MSRP retail thing of modern sealed stuff, seems too obvious. We'll see what's up. Let me know how you guys feel about everything. Say whatever in the comments below, and like and subscribe, and that's the end of the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.